Hi there, Superstar Kay Sanders here. Question for you. Do you ever wonder why you don't get a lot of clients, even though you have a lot of conversation with them, and why they simply don't want to take you up on the offer to actually work with you? You see, if you get a lot of no's during your complimentary session, or your complimentary consultation, or whatever, even the sales presentation, there are actually three things that could really cause you to get more no's than yeses. And I mean, it can be very devastating if you have, like, say, 10, 20 calls each week and you get maybe only one person to say yes to your offer. So wouldn't you want to change that around? So today I want to talk to you a little bit about, three things that can really hinder you from getting more clients, getting more yeses out of the conversation that you're having. So the first reason is that maybe you are selling your stuff instead of the transformation. And what I mean with that is if you're focusing too much time on how you're going to help your people instead of what the transformation is that you're going to help them achieve, then going to get confused, because people, they don't work with us because how we're going to get them to where they want to be. They work with us because we can show them what's possible for them. So, for example, when I work with clients, when I have a complimentary session with potential clients, I focus less time on the different steps, the workbooks that they get, the calls that they have, the different things we're going to implement. I focus more on what they will get out of it. For example, they're going to have more clients to work with, so they can make a bigger impact in the world, so they can have that financial freedom, so they can really, fill the gap from where they're at right now to where they want to be, to make them the industry leader, that the expert in their field, the go-to person in the field, and really the celebrity of their industry. So I really focus on, how is their life going to be different if they work with me, instead of initially, when I first started out, I was really focusing on, okay, so we're going to be doing a sales funnel and a webinar and a virtual summit and all of those different things, which, yes, it sounds great. So they kind of know what they're going to get into, but still, they really don't. If you focus on telling them all about the things that you're going to take them through, they're going to be like, oh my God, this is a lot of work. Oh my God, this is so overwhelming. I need to learn how to do a landing page. Oh my God. But instead, really focus on the transformation. So that's the first key. So really focus less on the stuff, what's going to be involved in working with you, and really focus more on the transformation that they will get by working with you. The things that you are going to, what is the ultimate outcome that they're going to achieve by working with you? Now, the second thing is that maybe you don't charge enough. And you might wonder, like, what? Why? I need to raise my price? No. Then I don't get no clients. But in reality, if you're like a coach or consultant, if you charge too little, your value goes down. Your potential clients, they will see you less valuable. And I often use this nice little story or like analogy. Like, think of a car. You have two cars. They look exactly the same. Same colors, same style, everything looks just the same. But one car is priced at $100,000 and the other one is priced at $20,000. From the value, what do you perceive as better quality? I mean, I'm pretty sure you would think that the car that's priced at $100,000 is probably a luxury car and super quality, and the other one is like, it's okay. It's just regular. But in reality, I mean, if you would know that both of the cars are exactly the same, it will be a different story. But like I said, just the perception. If you raise your prices, you are perceived as an expert, as high quality. And that's what you want when you work with people. You want them to know that you are an expert, that you know what you're talking about. So even if you're just starting out in the coaching industry, consulting industry, it doesn't matter. Because you started a business because you know you can help people. Otherwise, you wouldn't have started a business, right? So you are already an expert because you started a business. So it doesn't matter if you're just straight out of coaching school. It does not matter because you learned something. You can help someone move forward. And in reality, you really only need to be at least 2 steps ahead of your ideal client, and you can help them because you can help them get from where they're at right now to where you're at right now. And I mean, it's not like that you're going to stay stuck. You're going to continue learning. You're going to continue getting better at what you're doing. So why not charge for that? You've gone through school. You've done a lot of training. You've overcome different challenges that makes you an expert. It makes you someone that can help someone else get to where you want to be. So don't undercharge, because if you do undercharge, let's say you're only charging, let's say $200 a month for coaching. People are going to think, charges very little, so maybe that person doesn't really know what they're doing. Maybe they're really not all that good. So I just work with them for right now because my money's a little tight, but I don't think that they can really help me. Whereas if you charge, let's say, $700, $800, or $900, $1,000, or over $1,000, they're gonna see you as the expert. They're gonna know that you know your stuff, that you can really bring them the results that you want, that they want. So don't undercharge. Really raise your pricing. If you're charging very little, if you're even charging by the hour, I would highly suggest, make that nice little packages, okay? Package your pricing, package your offerings into 6-month packages, or like really just raise your pricing, paying full price or something like that. But really, have pricing that matched your expertise, and so they will perceive your higher value. Okay. The third thing is that you don't feel comfortable enough to ask for the order. And what I mean with that is, oftentimes we don't like to be considered as a salesperson. We're sleazy salespeople that ask for money. But the thing is, if you're selling a service, if you need clients to pay you, you have to ask for the money. And the thing is, when you're delivering a presentation, when you're delivering a complimentary session or a consultation, people, they expect you to ask for the money at the end. They expect you to ask them to work with you. It's part of the whole presentation. So if you leave that out, there's like, something is missing here. Okay. So you definitely want to do that. And if you're not feeling comfortable about that, maybe you need to work on your mindset, because you are good enough. You are good enough to help people. You are good enough to ask for what you're worth. Okay. You are producing results. You are helping people. So why not get paid for that? So don't feel afraid to ask for the money, to ask them to sign up with you, to ask them to become clients of you. Don't be afraid. If you are not very comfortable with how to handle objection, there are a lot of great trainings out online for sales, how to handle objections effectively, how to have that sales conversation. Even you feel free to reach out to me. I teach my clients how to have an effective sales conversation. But the key is, when you are at the end of your conversation with the clients, with a potential client, you need to ask for the money. You need to ask them, do you want to start with me? How do you want to move forward? Which credit card would you like to use? How do you want to get started? How about we get you signed up right now? Do you want to move forward? Do you want to give it a try? But the thing is, when you're towards the end of your conversation, don't rush through, because as soon as you rush through, people are going to know, oh, she's not feeling very comfortable right now. She's feeling insecure. He's feeling insecure. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She doesn't maybe thinks she's not good enough or something like that. So stay within the same speed. Don't change anything. Don't rush through, and really be confident about it. Like I said, if you don't really feel comfortable about it, if it's really maybe a mindset thing, maybe you don't feel that you're good enough, maybe you want to work a little bit on that. But like I said, if you know how to help someone, why not ask for the money? Okay. So let's kind of revisit real quick. So the first thing was really to really solve the problem of, getting more yeses from your potential clients. Is really, don't focus on the stuff. Focus more on the transformation that they will get by working with you. The second thing is raise your pricing. If you are not charging enough right now, change your pricing. Create different packages, package deals. And maybe even offer a scholarship, or if you're taking me up when I offer right now, I'll give you a little discount or something like that. But still, raise your price, and you definitely don't want to charge too little. And the third thing is, if you don't feel comfortable about asking for the money, do some training around sales, do some mindset training, you can do some EFT to kind of tap out all the negative things around not feeling good enough, being afraid of rejection maybe, or whatever it is that is really holding you back. If you would like to get some help with that, talk to your coach. And if you don't have a coach, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you with that. But really, These are really the three things, the biggest things that can really hold you back from getting more yeses from potential clients. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can visit my website, keysanders.com, schedule a complimentary session with me, or just reach out to me directly on social media, Facebook or LinkedIn. I'd be happy to help you. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon.